Levan Saginashvili almost had a real fight with Bob Sapp. Guys, just recently, as some of you seen, there was an event over at one casino in Georgia on where they were going to have Bob Sapp and Levan Saginashvili as special guests. And this event didn't actually had nothing to do with Levan since he's an arm wrestler. And what was going down there was actually some MMA. But Levan's first meeting with Bob was when the competitors of the event were going to have their weigh-ins. And after it, Levan and Bob gathered to have a little arm wrestling match, on where, as we've seen, Levan just toys a little with him. But on the following day, before the main event I think, Bob Sapp shows up in the ring and apparently calls out Levan. And Levan tries not taking it serious and just have a laugh at it. But then, Levan gets a little bit closer. And before we know, Levan and Bob were having a stare down. And we could even see one of the organizers there trying to hold off Levan, but there we see them having a face-off. And as they were having it, I think the chill son inside Bob said that he couldn't let Levan get close. And then, he right away pushes Levan. And if there's anybody thinking that it was a stage push, we can clearly see that Levan's arm is going up and down from the momentum of the push. Like, even though Bob couldn't move him very much, Levan did felt that. And we can see Levan's expression changing a little, and he seemed a bit mad about it. So then, he decides to give Bob a receipt, and Levan completely sends him flying as he pushes him back. And as I saw that, it also reminded me of the time that a guy was messing with Denis cyplenkov. And with one hand, Denis just pushes the guy so hard that the dude almost hit his head on the wall. So, I think one lesson everybody can take from this is to think twice before shoving in a professional puller, because otherwise, they may need to learn how to fly. But what about you guys? What's your thoughts on that receipt that Levan gave to Bob? Leave down in the comments, and thank you so much for watching.